Everyone who gets water service through M.U.D. is asked to limit outdoor water use until further notice. There is a water main break at the utility's production facility along John J. Pershing Drive.
That break also led to flooding in the area. Those voluntary water restrictions include irrigating or sprinkling lawns unless you have new sod, filling swimming pools, hosing down driveways, and running decorative fountains.
M.U.D. is also asking the city of Omaha and other municipalities it serves to curtail things like sewer flushing, lake filling, firefighting drills, street washing, and other non-essential uses. Utility says this should be a temporary situation.